Okay, let's just dive right in. If you're an aspiring first-time homebuyer here in the Sunshine State, you already know the whole journey can feel like a total roller coaster. So today we're going to break that down, from the initial panic all the way to the real possibilities, and hopefully turn some of that anxiety into action.
I mean, come on, does this feel familiar? That endless scroll, the late night Zillow sessions where you're just kind of hoping a house will magically fall from the sky and land right in your budget. You are definitely not alone in this, trust me.
And that endless scrolling, it kind of leads to this question, doesn't it? It's really the core anxiety for so many first-time buyers. But hey, that's a fear you don't have to face by yourself. We're about to break down the biggest hurdles in your way and map out a clear path forward. All right, first up, we're going to decode the two things that stop most people before they even get started. The just overwhelming amount of information and, well, of course, the money. This is just such a perfect description, isn't it? You start hearing all these terms, escrow, pre-approval, contingencies, and it feels like you're learning a completely foreign language. It is so easy to feel totally lost before you've even made a single move. So let's tackle one of those right now. Earnest money. It sounds super complicated, but it's really just a good faith deposit you make to show a seller that you're serious. Think of it as your skin in the game. It basically tells them you're a committed buyer, which, by the way, can make your offer way more attractive. And then there's this. Let's be real. Home prices in Florida can be, let's just say, spicy. But it's not just the sticker price, right? You've got to think about closing costs, property taxes, insurance, and oh yeah, those pesky HOA fees. It all adds up, and yeah, it can be really intimidating. But you can fight back. You just need a clear plan. So step 1, get real about every single cost up front, no surprises. Step 2, actively search for first-time buyer programs and down payment assistance. I promise you, they are out there. And third, find a lender who's going to be a true partner. This is how you turn a giant mountain into a totally manageable hill. So once you have a handle on the money stuff, the next huge question is, where? I mean, choosing a location in Florida is about so much more than just a zip code. It's about finding a place that actually fits your life. Every choice here is a trade-off. You might absolutely love the energy of a walkable, nightlife-heavy area, but that usually comes with higher costs and maybe even flood insurance. On the other hand, that quiet, peace, and public suburban vibe is awesome. But are you really ready for a longer commute? The key is knowing what you truly value in your day-to-day. Okay, so you've got your finances in order, you've picked your vibe, and then it hits. The fear. That deep-seated worry that you're about to make the biggest and maybe the worst financial decision of your entire life. These are the horror stories that keep people up at night, right? The hidden problems, the market timing, all the what-ifs. It's completely normal to worry about buying a beautiful house that's hiding some crazy expensive secret or making a move you're going to regret down the line. So how do you fight that fear? You build a toolkit. Now, this is not about you becoming an expert overnight. It's about hiring the right experts. An agent who's like a real estate bloodhound and a really thorough inspector. Their job is to find problems before they become your problems, so you can actually buy with confidence. All right, we are in the home stretch now, but it's an intimidating one. The literal mountain of paperwork that stands between you and the keys to your new home. And it really does feel like this, doesn't it? Stacks and stacks of paper, filled with clauses and contingencies and disclosures. It is enough to make anyone's head spin, especially when you know your signature legally commits you to every single one of those words. The solution isn't to become a lawyer overnight. It's to have a guide who acts as your translator, someone who can turn all that legalese into plain English. They should sit down with you, line by line, answering every single question until you feel 100% clear on what you're agreeing to. Seriously, no signature should happen until you get to that point. And this brings us to the final and maybe the biggest hurdle, the one that really contains all the others. It's the journey from feeling completely lost to feeling confident and totally in control. At the end of the day, this is it. It's the classic fear of the unknown. Feeling overwhelmed is practically a rite of passage for first-time homebuyers, but it absolutely does not have to be the end of the story. With the right strategy and a little education, you can conquer it. And that is the goal, to move from that abstract dream of someday to the concrete reality of a closed deal and, posting pictures from your new patio. It's all about turning that passive hope into an active, achievable plan.
So I'll leave you with this question to think about. You've seen the path from panic to possibility. What's the one single thing you can do today to move from just scrolling on Zillow to actually taking that first real step on your homeownership journey?